get out the vote, build some momentum, voter information, each one, or a bit of each. Team R Dimple Willabus for New York City Council District 46 is sparing no effort in engaging voters in that district on plans to address some of the district's urgent challenges. You may recall Guyana Tapestry shared a few months ago of Dimple's run for office when her campaign launched its headquarters in Brooklyn, New York. Well, Team Willabus assembled friends, family, and supporters alike from far and near to kick off early voting with a rally and motorcade on Saturday, June 12th, ahead of New York City Council primary election on June 22nd.
For too long, we've been told and we've taught, we've been told what we can do, what we can accomplish, and they even try to do voter suppression by telling us our vote doesn't matter, our voice doesn't matter. But when we all come together, we all speak up, even if we all just whisper together, we're gonna make a lot of noise and they're gonna hear. That's what this is about. Taking action, getting everyone involved, being truly inclusive, and letting us know. You see these fancy cars, they're gonna tell us, oh, most of these kids will never see these cars. Why? There were days and times when I grew up when everyone's saying, oh, you can be a president, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, and somehow as you grow up, they tell you all the things you can't do. But we're here to say, no, that's not what it's gonna be anymore. It's not gonna be what you tell us we can and can't do, because we know together, we're gonna mentor each other, we're gonna teach each other, we're gonna lean on each other, and we're gonna do all the things that we envision and have for our community. And that starts today with early voting. So please go out there, vote now. Get your family out there, get your neighbors out there, get your friends out there. Make sure people vote. We have to start being active if we really want to accomplish and gain the things that we envision for our community and for our families.
A motorcade of high-end luxury cars, and I'm not sure my description is adequate. These cars were so conspicuously branded and priced, but look at the video. You'll get the picture. Sure to garner some attention through the neighborhoods of Brooklyn, Willabus seized the opportunity to continue sharing her message of inclusion, some of which we captured here at her campaign headquarters following the rally.
It mattered today that we actually went out into our district and tried to interact with our community, our constituents, even more than we've been doing over a year and a half, simply because we want to remind you that early voting matters. And early voting matters and voting in general matters, because without us actually going out there and exercising our right, then we really wouldn't have a stake in who's the next leader in our community. And again, as I've said and been saying over the year and a half, we as a campaign have shown the action of what we're capable of and what we're doing based on what you see. The dividends that you've invested, what you've invested in us, we've shown the dividends in terms of the space you're standing in, and based on the rally today that we've had with our car community. And I've said before, diversity and inclusion matters throughout our community and our district, and for our campaign. And having a voice matters. And having a voice for the car community or any community matters. So with us working together and bringing that voice to our community in different aspects matter big time for us. So again, for those of you who are watching, make sure you go out in your various districts and vote. For those of you who live in District 46, I'm actually number 1 on the ballot. So that serves really well for us. And there are only 3 locations in District 46 for you to vote if you're watching. Canarsie, Marine Park, and Knapp Street. That's in Sheepshead Bay area. So for those of you who are watching, make sure you go out and vote, exercise your civic duty.
In a field of about 7 candidates, Willabus distinguishes herself by her emphasis on education, civic engagement, and inclusion, a promise to address the plight of the lack of representative and attentive leadership in the heavily populated immigrant communities of District 46. Notable, though, is the support Willabus is receiving from backers outside of her district who are unable to vote in the June 22nd primary, but are throwing their support behind this candidate in unconventional ways.
Please. How are you doing?
Travin from Burbies.
Awesome.
Why am I here to support her?
Yes.
Is because I want to see my own people do good, and it makes me proud to know I'm a Guyanese, and my people is stepping up in life, and it's amazing.
Okay. How are you doing?
My name is Brian. The reason I'm here is because, like he said again, I want to see my people step up in life. We came here just like everybody with nothing. We're trying to build something for ourselves. And when the people in our community looks like us, that's accomplished things in life, it makes us happy, it makes us proud, and we're just happy for that.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Wow. That was great.
Yeah, I'm messing with you, mom. Hey, telling your story.
Very good.
I love that. I love that. Go ahead.
I'm Raj.
Yeah,
I'm
Raj.
a business owner, own a body shop, tow truck owner,
Awesome.
tow company. I do lights for cars. We all own something.
Awesome.
It's
You
good
guys
to
are
see-
business entrepreneurs.
Yes, it's good to see our own people make it somewhere, get
Right.
up in life. 'Cause
Yes.
We all came here with 2 suitcases, that's it. Some none. But, I'm happy for her.
So what's the name of your business again?
Phantom Auto Collision.
And where is Phantom located?
Queens.
Phantom Auto Collision
Yeah,
in Queens.
Queens,
Is that
New
Little
York.
Guyana?
Behind Little Guyana.
Behind Little Guyana. All right.
I particularly admire the passion and creativity that Dimple brings to her race. Needless to say, as far as I know, she's the only Guyanese running. Historic as that might be, let's not dwell there. I most admire her tenacity in the face of no. She persists. Courageous as a lioness, she roars her message as she peruses her claimed territory, her pride alongside. Which brings me to the point of the strong family and community values the candidate espouses. Here are some sentiments Dimple shared during an earlier discussion.
And in order for me to go out into the world and try to tell people that I want to be a leader, I have to show a leader as a reflection of the leadership in my home. Charity begins at home. In order for us to have a powerful city, we have to have a powerful borough. In order for us to have a powerful borough, we have to have a powerful community. In order for us to have a powerful community, it comes back to the family. And from the family, come back to that individual. What do you stand for? Don't tell me where you stand for. I can talk all day about platform. But tell me about your background. Show me your home. Show me how your family live. Show me how your children speak. Show me your husband. I have it all and I show it here. And this is what it's about. I make sure I spent 30 years of my life building my family. So now I can stand firm. As you can see last night, they all came up and spoke.
Support you.
Because that's what I want to bring to the community, a family, because we need to get back to that community. And how community starts with family. We need that togetherness.
And you heard Dimple's husband, Winston Willabus, earlier, a retired Marine and NYPD lieutenant himself and staunch supporter, hails from Berbice in Guyana. As I experienced Dimple in action, both at the launching of her campaign headquarters in Brooklyn in April of this year and last Saturday at the rally, it called my reflection to the days when Dimple and I were both younger in Georgetown, Guyana, as Dimple and I grew up not too far from each other, her on Princess and Victor Street in Lodge, Georgetown, and me in Cemetery Road, northeast of Penitence. Just a stone throw away, as we would say. And we were around the same age. But don't worry about our age. That's not important. What's important is that Dimple hails from no prestigious or important station in life. Her parents and family migrated here to the U.S. Several years ago, like most of us, with what they had and a dream and faith, an unwavering desire for betterment. That come hell or high water, we got in New York. We got to make it. This is the land of opportunity, and we're pregnant with potential. My reflection was drawn to Dimple on Channel 9 HBTV. That is a correction to an earlier description I gave when Dimple and I discussed and I was describing the channel she worked on. I remember Dimple's enthusiasm, her passion for youth leadership and engagement then, and her creative genius with Rhythmation. It was the first and only show of its kind in Guyana on television at the time, a young visionary and uniter since then. Emigration, though, as we know, can be disruptive. Cultural assimilation, even in the best of and most stable of family and community, can prove challenging. But young Dimple summoned her resolve. Just like we were taught in Guyana, taking education, she exploited the educational and personal development opportunities here in the U.S. In her community, she developed herself, raised a beautiful family of 3 children, Chantel, Anaya, and Brandon. Dimple touts her track record in business development and entrepreneurship, but she also built a career and vocation through community service and advocacy for literacy as a tool to empower youth in less well-resourced communities. By itself, Willabus's ambitions, aspirations, and efforts so far are nothing shy of commendable. Say what you want, Willabus makes a compelling case. And simply that she's a Guyanese sister inspires my own pride, but also stirs me to action. Still, the most inspiring element to my mind is Dimple's audacity to stand tall, to hit her chest and declare against the odds, I believe that I am the best situated candidate to bring the best solutions to some of the biggest challenges my community faces. Should she win, Willabus will be the first Guyanese and woman to occupy that seat. Guyana Tapestry will continue to track Willabus's run and follow up once the race is declared following June 22nd. And now for a word on political representation, and I quote, "For it is precisely because certain groups have no representation in a number of recognized political structures that their positions tend to be so stable, their oppression so continuous." End of quote. Kate Millett. Thank you for continuing to watch and check out Guyana Tapestry. We're telling the diaspora's immigration story. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for the updates, and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Guyana_Tapestry. Share the stories with other Guyanese who may enjoy these updates. The little tech ups, you know? And in the meantime and in between time, I'll be traversing the diaspora, finding and bringing you more of our inspiring immigration stories, one GT at a time. Until then, stay good. Take care. Pelham Van Kooten, aka Chico, GT. One love.
Militancy, distance, all we not buckle touch and flambeau. Pick up every scheme and junction. In a Georgetown, Guyana, where me come from. From Burpees to Essequibo, make me show them how the Guyanese do it so. Pray you for free my function, cause me just can't forget my home.